Hello guys, Defiant here. Today I'm gonna be starting a new series on my channel, which is going to be a series of different tutorials in using FL Studio and various VSTs and plugins. This tutorial is gonna be about massive dubstep basslines and how I've been making them recently. Yeah. So let's just get started. We're gonna start with a new sound. Yeah. By the way, this tutorial I've not prepared like anything, so I'm just gonna be making a sound, and then you'll get to follow me through the creative process of making sounds. So this is gonna be an interesting experience for both of us because this could end out great or either very horribly, so well, we'll see. But either way, when I start making a sound, I like to get down the sub bass first. So I like to use a sine triangle, which is just a sine triangle wave. We're gonna take that down to -12. I've got this NHE free. And then we're gonna turn down the oscillator precision, so we just get that pure sine wave sound. Then we open up another oscillator. Let me actually just first make sure the envelope is okay, just to make sure it's instant. So then we're gonna open up another oscillator. Let's try and go with a duck organ. That's usually one I like to use. Gives us this very sort of how can I explain it? Badclad or Pogman sort of sound. Let's just go ahead and add an LFO, but I actually let's try and go for a performer actually for this tutorial. So let's drag our performer up here, and then we're gonna do this, and we'll take a daft filter. Sync. Let's do actually 1 out of 12. So we get that sort of like offbeat, well, not exactly offbeat, but 3 in 1 beats sound. Let's try and make load curve. Let's make it sort of crazy. Well, that's a bit too crazy actually. Boom, boom. And then for the final 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, let's make it go faster and slow. Okay. That's actually a bit too much, I think. Let's just maybe go like this. Yeah, that works out fine. Alright, so now that we got our pattern down. Let us go ahead and try, and I actually want to add another oscillator here. Let's go ahead and use modern talking. I don't know why, but sometimes it sort of like removes the sub bass while playing a note, so I have to play it all the way through again, and then the bass kicks in. It's kind of weird, actually. Okay, either way, let's actually also put the performer on the amp of the modern talking. The other way around. Let's go ahead and add a dimension expander, which just makes the sound a lot better. Bit too much width and too much size. Let's go ahead and equalize it a bit, add some more low. I like my wobbles to be very sub heavy, and yeah, so we're gonna try and go for that sort of sound. Let's actually go ahead and try and automate the oscillator position of the duck organ. That gives us a sort of interesting sound. Let's actually try and make it a bend. I'm just trying out all sorts of different things right now, sort of trying to figure out what's the best sound to go with. I sort of like this sound, actually. Okay, this is a pretty good starting sound to work with. So what we're gonna do now is we are going to go into our master or whatever channel you got it set on, open up a recording program. I'm gonna use Edison for this, and then let's go ahead and record this. There we go. Let's go ahead and remove the little beginning here. And remove the end. Okay. Now comes the fun part, or the important part in when I make my wobbles. We're gonna go in and open up Harmor. Now Harmor I really like because it has some great distortion and the unison is very good for basslines. So what you want to do is you want to open up the image section here and then just drag your recording to the image section, and then you mute this and go in there. So then let's try and go ahead and add some unison. I'm going to use I don't want too much, just a little bit of pitch and a little bit of phase. Okay, I think that's fine. Then we can go ahead and add some distortion. I really like the hill distortion. Added a bit of stereo and turned the filter all the way up and added a bit of mix to it. Okay, let's go ahead and add some effects. I'm going to use an equalizer here. You can use whatever equalizer you want. I'm just going to use the standard one. I like to make a duck at around 150 Hz because you really don't use those frequencies. As you can hear, it gives it a much more clear sound. Then we can go ahead and start adding some more distortion. I like to use, where is it? Homicide, which is pretty standard multi-band distortion. So we're gonna go ahead and make sure that we don't distort any of the lows. And then we're just gonna find the distortion that we want to use. I'm just gonna go cycle through them until I find something that I think is nice. Actually sort of like the, was it the cubic? And the noise. I think I'm gonna go with the cubic distortion. Let's try and go ahead and add another distortion for the highs. add another equalizer. Then we're just gonna cut from 40 and I think it was 20k, no 18k, because we don't really need those frequencies. And then let's go ahead and move that down to the bottom actually, just so we have it there. Then I want to add a camel crusher. Please do remember guys that I'm just doing this like on the fly. I haven't prepared anything at all, so but I sort of like this sound so far, so we're just gonna go ahead and record this. I'll just delete the last one, mark this, and record. Let's go ahead and remove that and remove this. Let's go ahead and open up another Harmor yet again. Put it in the image. Mute the last one. Select a channel. Actually no, let's skip that one. So we're just gonna drag our sample, put it over here. We're gonna add it into channel number 2. Now you can do like lots of different things at this point. You can we can split it up and take out the parts of the vocal that we like and use them different places. But what I like to do before that is add a deep blue glitch, remove all this, and then we can start glitching up the sound in our own fashion. So let's try and just work around with it. Let's see. Let's do this. Usually go ahead and add a delay instead. I like that sound a bit more. Let's choose the G. Actually, that's not. Try to show structure. So let's go ahead and record this. Oops. So I can hear like this whole glitch just made the sound a lot more awesome, and we sort of added a different feel to the sound and gave it some actual yeah, like diversity of the sound, if you can say it that way. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure. And what I like to do here is I like to chop up different bits and parts. No, I don't have time to play right now. Different bits and parts of the sound. So let's just try and do some random chopping here. So yeah, let's try and add a drum loop to it. Actually, I have this loop here. Let's just make these go offbeat here the next time. Just trim down this a bit. So yeah, there you go guys, a quick and, well, I don't really know how quick it was, but a little tutorial here on how I make my massive bass lines. If you like the tutorial, please subscribe to my channel, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video guys. See ya.